I'll explain. I'm gonna tour a few apartments. Why am I always moving? It's literally 4 a.m. right now. Good morning, guys. I'm just headed out to a cafe right now. I luckily get to work from home today. I'm gonna be meeting up with my friend Amanda today. We're going to a new spot that she recommended. I am seriously running out of this. One of the projects I've been working on at work is coming to an end, so it's a bit of a grind and a sprint right now. But the one thing that I will say is good about my internship right now is that it's the kind of work that you can leave at work after you're done clocking out and you do what you're supposed to do in the day. So anyways, this is my outfit of the day. Also, I'm on day 1 of my cycle, which is why I feel so bloated, and I just wanted to wear like nothing form-fitting today.
You called me last night, drunk again, trying to get me back, but no offense. Told you many times, babe, I don't wanna try more. Think that you're sorry, just won't do. 지금 와서 뭐해? 시간 없어 언제까지 이렇게만 끌 건데? Don't think of me anymore. Already said 100,000,000 times to you before. I'm doing alright without you, baby. 너 없이 더 나 잘 살아, okay? Took your number off my phone. I'm doing better on my own. 생각조차 안 나 좋았던 날도. Without you, baby, oh, I feel brand new. Took your number off my phone. I'm doing better on my own. I'm doing better, doing better, doing better on my own. I'm doing better, doing better, doing better on my own. I kinda wish I'd never met you. If I know the things you would put me through, yeah, yeah. 그냥 이 모든 게 싫어졌어.
Hello, I just got home and we clearly have a haul, so let's do an unboxing. I actually could not tell you what is in any of these boxes, so we're gonna find out together. Ooh, okay. First package is from Moroccan Oil, and it is their new texture and volume powder. Interesting. It seems like a new dry shampoo, but not in aerosol form, because I think it just like comes out in a powder like this, which honestly I need because you guys can probably tell this is like day 5 hair, so I will definitely be using that. Oh my gosh, it's a package from Coach. This is so cool. Actually, when Coach reached out to me to send me PR, I was literally screaming because I have been a Coach girl since I was really young. Coach has been one of my mom's favorite bag designers since I was really young. We would always go to the Coach outlet, so this is just such a full circle moment. Oh my god, look how cute that is. I love it. Thank you so much, Coach. Oh my god. Third package. Oh, this is so exciting. Bounty! I was in desperate need of Bounty, so 4 rolls of that. And that was my little unboxing. I am so happy to be home, guys. It is 8:20 right now, and I haven't been home the entire day because obviously I was working at the cafe and then I went out to dinner with Ara, and I just feel like my brain is so tired right now. Not even like my social battery because I love my girlfriends, but I actually started meds for my ADHD and I haven't really shared too much about that yet because I was trialing out different doses. But that's obviously a stimulant. I also had matcha, and I also didn't have my noise canceling headphones, and the cafe was playing really good but really loud music, and so I just feel like my brain has been extremely stimulated the entire day and I just want to completely decompress for the rest of the night. So let's do that together.
I'm just getting color back into my face.
patches, Breanna. What are we about to get ourselves into? It's literally 4 a.m. right now. I am not exaggerating right now. I put these eye patches on to not scare you guys because the eye bags are so bad. I definitely messed up my sleep schedule for the rest of the week. I told you guys I want to decompress this evening, and so obviously I picked up a book, but I couldn't put it down. So here we are. Welcome to Breanna's 4 a.m. book club. This is the second book of the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden. This is going to contain some mild spoilers, and honestly, I really like this one. I'm not sure if I've liked it as much as the first one. I would say this book felt a little bit more familiar because it is written very similarly to the first one. I will say there's a very similar trope, but the use of side characters in this one was so excellent. I really like how side characters come into play in this book. I will say that I did get got by the main antagonist in here. I like that the two twists at the end were done by women protagonists, but yeah, I'm actually happy with the ending. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this to anyone who loves a good thriller. Obviously, I've read this in one sitting, so it's quite captivating and easy to read. And I like to let my book reviews marinate a little, so I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 stars for now. Maybe after some proper sleep, I will change my mind because I've been up for over 20 hours now. But yeah, those are my thoughts, and I need to go to bed right now, or I'm not making it to work tomorrow. Hi guys, I just got in from work and my hair is so fluffy just because I washed it yesterday, and I feel like the last couple of days it's been looking pretty bad. But anyways, I have something super exciting to open up. Apple has kindly gifted me the new M5 MacBook Pro, and so I thought we could do a little unboxing. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I have never had a MacBook Pro. I've only ever had MacBook Airs, so I'm really excited to check out this guy's performance. It is their newest chip. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Looks so sleek. Let's do a typing test. I don't really know if I love the sound of that keyboard, if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna set this up. These ones are the best ones because they're small, unless you put it underneath. The faces are so cute. Hi guys, good morning. It is a new day and I'm not gonna drag this out any longer, but I am moving out of this apartment. This place has been my dream home for the last 16 months, but I have to move back to my university town for my 3rd year of pharmacy school. But before we head out to some apartment viewing, I do want to tell you guys something scary that happened to me recently, just so that you're also aware. So someone actually called me pretending to be at my bank and they were trying to verify my address, but they actually had my boyfriend's apartment, which really freaked me out. So it's definitely hitting me close to home. And that's when I realized how much of my personal data is out there on the internet. Obviously, I share a lot of my life with you guys here online, but I obviously don't want things involving my family or my partner's addresses, phone numbers out there, especially in the wrong hands. So that's why I'm partnering with Incogni. They remove your personal data from data brokers and people search sites, so it's way harder for people to track and misuse your information. And the best part is that it's honestly so easy. If you find any information about yourself online, you just copy the link where the info appears and paste it into Incogni's dashboard, and the team immediately starts trying to get it taken down for you. And you can always see the status as well. They can't harm you if they can't find you. So I've been taking back my personal data with Incogni, and you can too to stay safe. You can use my code Breanna at the link in the description box below to get 60% off an annual plan. So thank you to Incogni for sponsoring this portion of the video. Back on the topic of moving, you guys are always asking me that. Why am I always moving? And honestly, it's because of pharmacy school. My program operates in 4 months at a time. So imagine the year split up into thirds. Every 4 months is going to be something different. It's a school term or it's a work term, and then you go back to school. So in 2026, I'm gonna have a school block, another work block in the summer, and then another school block. And because in 2026, I have 8 months out of 12 in school, I realize it makes most sense to move out of this apartment completely and just move my life to Waterloo for the year. It's for a few different reasons. The number one reason is that finding a trustworthy sublet is so difficult. The amount of work that goes into finding a sublet is impossible. You have to make the ad, you have to deal with unserious applications, people who are lowballing you. So you have to always be available for viewings. You have to run the application by the landlord, the building, and get the keys exchanged and all that stuff. And so it is so much work. The second reason is the rent is expensive here, and I don't want to pay rent in 2 places if I don't find a sublet for the reasons that I just listed. It just doesn't make sense financially for me to have a home in 2 cities. Next is definitely a little bit of Breanna logic, but I'm thinking if I have a permanent home in my university city, then it'll be a more conducive environment for me to study because I have nowhere to run away from my problems. I'm just stuck beside the school of pharmacy, so I gotta lock in. The next reason is that my best friend is actually gonna be living in the same city as me. Daisy's gonna have a few rotations in my city, and so why would we struggle separately when we can struggle together? So that's also enticing me to move there because I'll have one of my people there. The last reason is that I would love to live in a loft the next time I come to Toronto, so I think it's just time for me to move out of this place and this layout. I feel like they're so cozy and full of character. So as sad as I am to let this dream apartment go, I want to try out different buildings and layouts the next time I'm in the city. So cross your fingers for me that I eventually find a loft. Now that that's all explained, I'm gonna tour a few apartments. So the first apartment that I toured is a 1 bed, 1 bath, but it was unique because it was 2 floors and very spacious. It's 942 square feet, but an all black kitchen felt very, very masculine with the black tiles, counter, and cabinetry that overlooked the living room. And I just felt like it sucked up too much light. And then it was also slightly underground. So I didn't really love this floor. And then we got to the second floor where I saw the bathroom, which was much brighter. And I really liked the lighting and mirror situation. I do wish that I had a tub and shower though. But then I looked at the bedroom and I realized that it was going to be too small to have a room divider to separate my bed from my desk, and the washing machine was in the closet, which is really inconvenient because that means I wouldn't be able to run the washer while I was working from home or sleeping, which is what I do most days. So needless to say, this wasn't the unit for me, and I did not submit an application here. So this is apartment number 2, and it's obviously still under construction, but it has the same builder as the previous unit, so I knew that I would like the flooring and most of the finishes minus the kitchen. So this place is also 2 floors. It's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and it's 1,048 square feet, so it's bigger than the last one. But the second bedroom was so tiny, I feel like I could almost touch it wall to wall with my wingspan, and so I just didn't want to pay the rent of a 2 bedroom if it wasn't actually a 2 bedroom. The bathroom was going to have a double sink, which is how I knew that they probably want to rent this place out to like a couple or something, and that's why it doesn't even matter if the second bedroom is really small because they would probably share the primary bedroom. But yeah, I did not put an application in for this unit. A couple viewings later, I ended up at this apartment, and I almost put an offer in because it was the cheapest in terms of rent with the most functional layout. It was a 1+1 with a bath, and so I would have a clear distinction about where I work, where I sleep, where I entertain in the living room, and obviously the bathroom. And so I was liking everything so far, but then I thought to myself, if the apartment is only 600 something square feet, then something has shrunk. And what was shrunk was the kitchen. I was like, oh my god, do we invite Bella Hadid? It is so tiny in here. I also realized that the den was so deep into the apartment that it wasn't going to get any natural light, and so as much as I love the double closet space in the hallway and then the extra closet in the bedroom and the distinct areas of everything, I just don't think it was the unit for me, and so the apartment hunt continues.